Hello, everyone. I'm really very happy to join this lecture and hope it will be useful. This lecture is especially for the suppliers to more understanding about the Egyptian regulation and to more helper for their customers to finish all the process smoothly and without any problems and more helpful for them for both sides. Okay. So first, let us introduction that the export process is very important, and any exporting company should know more about the market they target and others. And for us, Egypt as a big market for importing from outside, so it's a big market for any company can open for exporting to Egypt. For this, they should know more about the Egyptian culture, and for the business, especially in the custom clearance. I think it would be a good benefit for the export team in any country to know more what we face in importing from outside, what we happen to us, what the problems we can face for the custom clearance and others, to be more helpful for us and to avoid any problem before done. The main issues can be considered in any shipments to avoid the problems which already faced. First, the CargoX account, and this is belong to the exporter, to the exporting company, or I mean for the supplier who will sell the product to Egypt. It's not be important to be the same producer, but maybe we can say it that the seller it will be in United Emirates, while they will produce in their factory in Italy. So for Egypt, for the Egyptian customs, the actual seller is in United Emirates, the branch in United Emirates, not the Italian, but the origin is Italian. For this, we should understand clearly the CargoX will be belongs to whom? To the Italian company or to the branch who will sell and the money will be transferred to them to United Emirates. This is the case. Another case for the labels on all the products. What should be included and what the effect if there's a miss data on these labels or these stickers on the products, what will be happen to us in Egypt, and what is the problems we can face it. The third one, the required documents to clear the shipments on the port, how to make the custom clearance, and what also the effect if there's a shortage or if there's a mistake in these problems. Let us check point by point, one by one, and to see together. First, we will speak about CargoX account. CargoX account is 100% belong to the supplier, not to the customer. For me, as an importer in Egypt, I don't have an account on CargoX. It's belong to the supplier. One CargoX account for the supplier, but he can export to several customers in Egypt. For this is his account, and he can sell to export to 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever the number of the customers in Egypt, they use one CargoX account. But what is CargoX? CargoX is a blockchain document transfer platform. It's mainly to transfer the documents through CargoX to another platform, which we call here in Egypt is Nefza. So each one should have each each supplier export to Egypt should have an account on CargoX. This is the website of CargoX if you need to know more, and you can find here this link. It show more information about excuse me. Again, that this is the website for CargoX if you need to more about what CargoX. and also this link show how the documents will be transferred or will be loaded by CargoX. Let us see the link. I can show you the link. This is the link of the website, and here you can find a video, a short video or demo. It shows how the process done to transfer the documents during or by CargoX. You will find here, this is an ACID number that's already one of the customers open. So I have the customer ACID number. I know belong to which customer. So I will upload the documents according to this ACID. You can see the video and take your time, but I just need to refer something. You will find here, this is the amount you will have, the chargeable amount. You can use it each shipment. Okay, let us back. So this is, you can take a look by yourself later for the video. And you should know that CargoX should be charged from your side, because loading each envelope, with about $200. So for the documents, one shipment, one envelope, it costs about $200. So you should keep your eyes on your balance to be charging if it's less than the amount for charging each shipment, or you will not be able to load the documents for your customer, and it will cause a big delay for the customer. Okay, this is for CargoX, which belong to the supplier. What about MTS and Nefza and ACID? I am as a supplier out of Egypt. Sometimes I'm hearing about the MTS notification. I heard from my customer about Nefza. What's all of this? I'm a little confused sometimes. Let us check quickly each one what's referring to. MTS is Master Technology Service. This is the operator for the platform, which me as an Egyptian customer asking or applying for the ACID number. So MTS is the operator. And once the Egyptian customer making or issue the ACID number, the pre number for the shipments or applying for the shipments, the MTS send to my customer, to the Egyptian customer or the Egyptian importer, the MTS notifications. This MTS notification including the ACID number that he already had. Then the Egyptian importer sends this notification to the freight forwarder if they will make the shipping by themselves, and to me as a customer, as a supplier also, to keep following with them. And sometimes if the exporter, the foreign exporter, will make the transportation or the freight by themselves, they will ask for the MTS notification, because the shipping line also asking to be sure that the Egyptian customer already had the ACID number before the shipping date and not making any problem, maybe causing return back the shipment to the origin. So this is an example for the MTS notification, which one the Egyptian customers is already received. You will find here the place of the ACID number, and here it refers to the exporter company, the foreign exporter company out of Egypt. Sorry, I erased some data. Then you will find here more details about the Egyptian importer name and his tax number, address, or others. The foreign exporter name and also the others. What about if if I am a producer in Italy and my branch, which will sell to Egypt in United Emirates, as I referred before, who will be the foreign exporter in this case? The foreign exporter who will be the company who will load the documents on CargoX and will have the money in their account. So if the seller is the branch in United Emirates, okay, the foreign exporter here, the company of United Emirates, with its registration number and the country of the producer, the company of the exporter. But you will find below more data. It's already entered before by the Egyptian customer on Nefza with the POL, the port of loading, because in this case, the port of loading, it will be referred to the actual place which the goods is already produced and it will be loaded. For example, the factory in Italy. So it will be loaded from Genoa, for example. Here it will be actual, not for the seller. It's not belongs to the seller. So the actual POL, it will be refers to the actual place of loading. Okay. Then here more data about the Egyptian importer and others. Okay. What about Nefza? Nefza is a platform which the Egyptian importer applying for the ACID number. But to applying for this ACID number, he should have some data from the seller as the VAT or registration number, because they cannot apply without this post. Because when we ask on Nefza to have ACID number, I should enter, for the example, the VAT number, and it will be the country of the seller, United Emirates. All the data will be imported from CargoX by MTS for the company which already have account. For example, if the company is named X, it will refer to, then after entering the registration number or the VAT number, and it will be the United Emirates, and press enter, the data, the company name, the address, the data which already entered on CargoX, it will appear on side the Egyptian importer, and he will check the data and be sure that it's the same company. Okay, that's okay. And for this, it's very important to have these data. Also, if there is a pro forma invoice, should have the number of the pro forma invoice, the date of the pro forma invoice, the value, the HS code is very important to arrange the HS code with the customer, because he will use it in in applying in Nefza for the ACID number. But if you give him at the beginning a wrong HS code, then after shipping used another HS code in the documents, it may make a problem for the customer in Egypt, and it will be a penalty to change this HS code. So it will take time for also. It will be a delay for clearing the products from the port. For this, the HS code need to be clear from the beginning. Also, the gross and weight, the gross weight and net weight, it should be even by roughly the minimum, the maximum number. It can be typical the one, because it can be changed a little, but we have a percentage for the difference, about 20%. So try your best to give the most close actual gross weight to the customer in Egypt. Also, the origin of the products. Sometimes when we import from Europe, a machine, for sure it will be European origin. But if I need a spare parts, some spare parts in the machine, maybe it will be from Thailand, from Taiwan, it will be from China. When I ask the supplier, I need these spare parts, he sent to me and make me a declaration that it's a European origin, because this is already written in his invoice. But once it's arrived to Egypt and be inspected, they find that the origin which written on these spare parts, it's not European. This also make a problem to the Egyptian importer. So the should be clear about the origin, because if the origin on the unit is changed than one in Nefza, also it will make a penalty to the Egyptian importer. What about the ACID number? The Advanced Cargo Information Declaration. This is a number should be issued by Nefza system, and then the Egyptian customer sent to the supplier. In my opinion, once you as a supplier receive the number from the customer, you should check by CargoX that's already appeared in your system. Because sometimes when we, and as an Egyptian importer, for example, importing from several Chinese companies, sometimes you find several Chinese companies beginning of Fushan. So maybe once enter that number, it little mistake, it can be appear on another company. So you should cooperate with the Egyptian customer. It's the data is very clear and it's already belongs to you. And if you find any mistake or any delay to receive it on your CargoX account, you should notify them at the beginning. Also, once the Egyptian customer apply for the ACID number, he should put or write your email, the supplier, to appear a notification in your email about the ACID. If you also didn't receive this email and you know that he's already issuing today or tomorrow the ACID number, you should get back to him and be sure why it's not appeared on your email. But the important things about the ACID number, that it should be mentioned in all the documents, especially for the sea shipments, because till now it's applied for the sea shipments or the land shipments by trucks which use vessel to be transferred from a place to others. So any shipments by vessel, it need ACID. For air shipments, it's not applied till now. Till now, it's pending, not applied. What should be mentioned on as a documents? The commercial invoice, the packing list, the bill of lading, and the certificate of origin. This is very, very important. If one of document of this not mentioned the ACID number, it will be a problem. Or mention a wrong ACID number, it will be also a problem. For example, if the bill of lading, me as a customer, by mistake, send an old one to the freight forwarder to be put in the documents, and no one checked the documents after the goods loaded and enter the port, and we have the draft. No one care about to check the number of the ACID. That will be causing returning back the shipments to your side, because it's already a used ACID before, or it's a wrong ACID. For this, all the documents should have the ACID number clearly and in a right way, and also the ACID should be done or be issued before the shipping date. If it will be after the shipping date, it will be a big problem also. The shipments may be returned back again. To be know that the ACID number have an expiry date. It's take 6 months from the date of issue till opening the customs certificate in Egypt, that the customer already start the customs clearance process, not till the arrival of the shipments or not till the departure of the shipments. If the ACID expired before opening this, also it will be a problem to the customer, and the shipments will be returned back to the origin again, or to be re-exported to another country to find a solution about this. For this, the ACID is very, very important. Okay, this is about CargoX and the ACID, and the issues belongs to the ACID. So let us a quick revision that CargoX belongs to the supplier outside of Egypt, that the Nefza and MTS, it belongs to Egypt to have the ACID number. We said that MTS is the operator of Nefza and already the authorized to be deal with the CargoX. Okay, the ACID number should be mentioned in all the documents, and it will be a correct way before the shipping date and expiry date 6 months only. Is it clear? Okay. About the labels. Sometimes the suppliers have a standard label, including their data only. It will be stacked on the products. And this is not enough for us in Egypt. Especially in the trading importing. If I have a trading company importing from outside of Egypt, the labels and the stickers is very, very important to us, because it will be more inspection, and if they didn't find this data on the labels or on the products, it will cause a big problem again. So the labels on the products should include the product name. What is the product? This is a common, which I will speaking in the common data. It should be the producer name. It should be included. Address, telephone number, and email, and the website. If there's no website, okay, it will be the name of the producer, address, phone and fax, and mail. What about if I imported from another exporting company just for trading and they already bought from a producer? They should mention the producer. I'm so sorry to say that the producer, anyway, if the actual shipper is a producer or a trading company, in these two ways, the producer should be mentioned on the label to avoid any problem and stock the products in the port. Also, the labels on the products should include the word, the sentence made in the origin, made in China, made in Italy, made in Germany. Any country which produced this product should mention this sentence. Okay, but the label is including our address and we are the producer. So why I'm writing like this? So sorry. The customs in Egypt will not take your data as a proof for the origin. They need the sentence made in China, made in Italy, or something. And this is maybe causing, as I said before, stock the products in the port to find a solution, or to get a new labels, or return back to you. Or if it's from the countries which we have agreements between Egypt and between them, we cannot apply for the zero customs duty or the low customs duty to apply for this agreement, like Euro 1 and Euro Med certificate and COMESA and something like this. In this case, it should be written made in. The origin should be clearly on the products. Other required data can be changed from product to others. Like, for example, if I'm importing motors from outside, it should have the ampere number and the RMB and others, some technicals details, it should be mentioned. A lot of products, each product can required some requirements, and the Egyptian customer or the Egyptian importer should be know clear about this, then give you the instructions exactly what they needed. Also for the package, for the pallets, if this is in pallets or package, it should including the same sentence, the origin sentence, made in and the commodity, what is the name of these products, the exporter, the producer, and the importer, and the net and gross weight for each pallet. This is one of the most important things. For the trading company, as I said, it's very, very mandatory to have all this data. Number 3, the required shipping documents. The commercial invoice is in PDF. We should have it in PDF. We should have the packing list also in PDF. The certificate of origin or the agreements between Egypt and others to the origin proof, the bill of lading, and the Excel electronic invoice. This all should be loaded by CargoX. For this, it's very important. If we speak about the commercial invoice in PDF, first, this data which be circled by red, it should be written or it should be shown in the commercial invoice. For example, the name of the supplier here, the seller, okay, the importer, the Egyptian customer, and with their data, address, and telephone numbers, and others. Also, the Incoterm of the deal, it should be mentioned. This is for the customs. And for the payment terms, for example, it's advanced, it's cash against documents, something like this. The description of the goods, if, for example, we say the description here is AA, and the ACID number, without the ACID number, the customs will not accept this commercial invoice. And the origin, it should be written also on the invoice, made in Italy, made in Germany, made in USA, something like this. And your bank details as a supplier and the producer. This is according to law number 8 for the customs for Egypt, that each invoice, if there is a supplier, the word producer and the data of the producer should be mentioned separately. That the producer, the name, his address, phone number, fax, and email. Also, the value of the shipments should be clear. For the payment terms and for bank details, it's very, very important, especially for our banks in Egypt, for the importer bank, because without finding this data, he cannot transfer the money outside of Egypt. And after transferring, we have a letter, something like a declaration from the bank. It's called Form 4. We applying this to our customs, and without Form 4, that's the proof that we transferred, or it's LC and will be transferred later, or others, the situation of the payment, we cannot release the shipments. This is for saving the supplier's rights in Egypt, to guarantee that this company is already transferred or will transfer, and it will be LC and others to their supplier outside of Egypt. For this, all these details should be mentioned on the PDF invoice. And this PDF invoice, as I said, it should be loaded or CargoX after signed and stamped by supplier stamp, and then sending original one by courier to the customer directly, or its bank if it's bank to bank or others. The packing list is the same. It should including the ACID number. This is most important. The weight, the net weight, and the gross weight of the products. Then the details of each product, the number of pallets, the number of package, or the number of boxes as the package type, and the shipper and the consignee. But let us clear something here about the gross weight especially. For example, here the gross weight is 2 tons 726. maybe after entering the container to the export port or the POL, port of loading, you will find that there is a difference between your skill يعني the kilograms number, it will be increased. It may be 3 ton, not 207, no, sorry, not 2726, it will be 3 ton. So in this case, what will be the right weight? The right weight, it will be, which will be proved by the port, the 3 ton. For this, the supplier should change the documents according to the export declaration written weight on it, the gross weight, because the bill of lading, it will be issued by the declaration weight, the port weight, not yours, and all the documents should be the same weight, the same description, the same others. Here also about the certificate of origin. If the exporting country no agreements with Egypt, we have also only Form A. The certificate of origin like this. As for example, between Egypt and China, there is no any trading agreements belongs to the tariff of the customs duty. So they're making the certificate of origin, and according to the certificate of origin, we can release the goods. If the importer in Egypt, industrial company, it's not important too much to have the certificate of origin. But if it's a trading company, they should have. Without the certificate of origin, they cannot release the goods from the port. For example, again, if the importer is an industrial company, a factory, okay, no problem to have the certificate of origin. It's not a big issue for them. We can clear the goods from the port without this. But if it's a trading company, they cannot release the goods from the port and make the custom clearance without the certificate of origin. And for sure, the certificate of origin should have the clear data about the shipper, the consignee, and also the weight. The actual weight will be, as we mentioned before, as the port weight or the customer weight, which will be proved in the export declaration for the port, and the description of goods and number of pallets and the AC ID number. I'm so sorry. Now Zoom will be closed, so we will be out and enter after 7 minutes again. Okay, thank you. Okay, about the certificate of origin, as we mentioned, it should be include also the right or the final weight, the gross weight, and the number of the invoice and the ACID number. It should mention also. About the origin proof, which related to the trading agreements between Egypt and other countries. We are lucky in Egypt that we have several trading agreements with more than one agreements with another countries, like European Union, and the agreement with Turkey for the Euro 1, and between the Arab countries and Agadir free trading agreements. And this is a review for the agreements which Egypt engaged with some countries about. And as a result for these agreements, we have these origin proof certificates like the Euro 1, Euromed, and League of Arab States slogan. This is for the European countries, and the COMESA. This belongs to Africa. Also, for the European countries and some companies, there's some companies in Europe have the authority to make a declaration for the origin proof on their invoices, not by using the Euro 1. So instead of the Euro 1, they write this sentence, and should be taken as a proof that the origin belongs to them and to the country of origin. And not all the companies have this authority. Some companies, I find this in Spain, in Germany, in some countries, that in Romania, sorry, that some European companies, big companies, have the authority to prove their origin on the invoice without the Euro one. And the Egyptian importer, from their side, they can apply this invoice, or even in the packing list, the proof also can be mentioned, and they can have the reducing of the customs duty without having the Euro one or Euromet. But it should be this sentence, it should be including the customs authority number and the country of origin in this, without the customs, because our customs in Egypt checking by this custom authority number to be authorization number, to be sure that this company is already recorded in their country, that they can make the declaration or their invoice or on their packing list. Let us back for the Euro one. Also should be including the shipper, the consignee, and the ACID number with the number of package, and also the final weight. And the weight is very, very important to be mentioned in the Euro one in a correct way, because maybe it cannot be accepted if there is no mention for this. And the invoice number and date for the supplier, and life stamp and signature. Let us focus on something, that the Euro one should be issued before the shipping. If the date of the Euro one, for any reason, or something mistakes in one of the Euro one and be duplicated again, or renewing after the date, if after the date of the shipping on the bill of lading, it will make it will be rejected in Egypt. For this, it should be stamped and issued as it's already issued before the shipping, but the date mentioned on the Euro one be after the shipping. Okay, is it clear about this? The bill of lading should be checked as we checking every time, but be sure also from the ACID number, the description, and we prefer all the documents will be the same description, the same number of package, and the final gross weight, all matching, all the documents matching on the same time. Finally, the last documents will be loaded on CargoX. It's an Excel sheet. This Excel sheet, it's be filled by the customer. It's including the company name and the invoice number, and the importer, and the VAT number, the registration number, and also the currency, the Incoterm, the invoice, the ACID number. It should be mentioned for sure, and also the port of loading and port of destination, or port of discharge. How can I get? It's by the code. You can find the code of POL and POD on the internet. If you, for example, if you need the code of Alexandria port in Egypt, so you can write Alexandria, Egypt, Alexandria port code. You will find its code. It's EGALY, for example. Then the products data. This code is important to be filled by code, because this code will allow the Egyptian importer to make a link for internal issue. This is internal between the tax authority and the customs authority. For this, it should be mentioned, and the producer and the trademark and others, the HS code, and as I mentioned before, it should be matching. It should be matching with the one you already gave before to the customer, because يعني if there is a big change in the HS code between this file and the one which already the customers applied once he was applying for the ACID number, maybe they will not accept this, and it will make a penalty for them to change and others. So it will be complicated for the customer. So make it more easier. Agree with the customer from the beginning about the HS code to be easier for him to apply with the correct HS code, or if he can discuss with you that there's maybe another HS code, it will be suitable for these products more, and you can check with your customs while you are exporting. And this is all, it will be by checking with the customer, because this is the same thing, the same benefits for both of you. Then the quantity, the expiry date, it's يعني if you can mention or not, it's not important. The price and the gross weight and the net weight, and it should be typically like the one in the packing list PDF. Okay, and also the value of the goods, it should the same with the PDF. The PDF and Excel, it should be exactly the same. I will share يعني if you would like, I can check with one. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I cannot open now, but I will share. I will share Excel one by the group. Okay. Finally, after يعني finishing all these documents, there's maybe an extra required documents for the customer. It's maybe different from commodity to others, from goods to others. It's according to the type of the exported commodity or goods. For example, if you exporting to Egypt chemicals, the customer will need SDS, the safety data sheet and the technical data sheet. It's very important because the customs in Egypt asking for the SDS. If you are exporting machines, the catalog is very important also to be checked by the customs and no more. And if you have a different technical or extra technical thing on the machine, like for example a measuring system or other, or a part for measuring something, we need the calibration certificate. So you should check all these points with the customer. And maybe he importing this machine for the first time, and you know that there is extra a LAN cable for the internet or others, you should mention to him, because he should get back to his custom clearance broker and ask him for any extra required certificates for this. Also for steel, if you are exporting steel to Egypt, they will ask for analysis certificate for the steel to know the percentage of the carbon for these products. This is all. I hope this lecture will be useful, and hope if there's any inquiry, you can contact with me directly. Thank you for your listening, and good luck.